already know just where I be, dog. I ain't being cocky, but Philly what I'm reppin'. Watch me check it like it's hockey. I ain't tryna get it twisted. If you get it, then you got me. If you with it, cool. If not, I'll treat you like a Tamagotchi. I'ma let you down point. Yeah, I never disappoint.
What's going on, guys? JHoyt back with you today. Welcome back to some Hockey Ultimate Team here in NHL 19. You know, from the first couple of episodes that we had in HUT, you know, our team has definitely gotten better, and we've been playing a little bit better, you know, learning how to play, obviously, you know, trying to get used to, you know, everyone's play style and, you know, all that fun stuff of, you know, learning how to play a game. However, about 2 minutes into the, or actually just under 2 minutes into the game, he ends up scoring the first goal. But either way, today, I wanted to talk about the new patch. Now, when we gave our first impressions video, myself and my brother, we gave our first impressions video, you know, we had a lot of little things, a lot of quality of life improvements, and a lot of like little fixes that would fix a big problem. And, you know, they came out with their first kind of big update this year, the 1.2 update. And I kind of wanted to go through some of, or I guess all of the patch notes. So if you guys want to, you know, if you want to follow along or check them out yourself or want to skip ahead, whatever you want to do, I will link it down in the description below. But either way, let's get right into it. So the first one is Hockey Ultimate Team. They have added a new autofill mechanic to sets to improve the set redemption flow. I have not, you know, used this yet, but if you know, if it improves it, I'm all for it. But, okay, let's move on to the next one. I don't want to read every single one, but you can now autofill your sets with one of two options, autofill or autofill duplicates only. That's cool. You'll be able to confirm the completion should you want to swap any items out. So it's okay. So you kind of autofill it, and if it has, you know, a player or a coach or an arena, whatever you still want, then you can go in and switch it before you, I guess, complete it or submit it. And this next one I've actually used already, but added a quick apply option for contracts and healings. You'll now be able to quickly apply contracts and healing items to your players through the apply consumables option in the edit lineup flow. So basically you can just quick apply contracts and healing items to all that need it, you know, barring anyone you want to switch out of your lineup, or I guess put in or out of your lineup. I guess it's a lot easier to do that now. This next thing should have been in the game since day one. They finally added in to where you could edit your overtime lines. So you edit OT lines are now editable lines. So now once you get into your edit lines screen, you can now edit the, you know, the overtime lines, the 3-on-3 lines. That is. Next one is updated auction house and collection search flow. You'll now be able to set and change your search filters in the same screen that you view your items in the auction house or collection search. Now, I believe this is what I'm kind of talking about when you go on to edit lines. Now they changed it a little bit to where you can kind of see, you know, like you can see your search filters and your eligible players at the same time. Personally, I guess it's cool. Maybe I'll just have to get used to it, but you know, I don't really have an opinion on that, but just something I have to get used to. The next thing is a great thing. Added position labels to edit lines to indicate what player or what position a card is playing in. Absolutely love that. You know, especially with you know, penalty kill lines or power play. You know, you never really knew, was the center the left guy, was it the right guy, or I guess the first two guys. You never really knew. Now you do with the new position labels. That's all that's listed for Hockey Ultimate Team. But now let's move on to the world of Chell. And, you know, there's actually a lot of fixes or patches, whatever you want to call it, but let's get right into it. Added private matchmaking pin to drop in club dressing games. It's a feature to replace the old club challenge system. There's a more info thing on there. I'm not going to go into more, you know, other than that, but if it's there, like I said, it's linked down in the description, or just Google NHL 19 patch notes, and you'll come up with probably the same thing I did. Online players indicating set it will now show 6 unique colors for the opposing team rather than showing the same colors as your own team to prevent confusion. Absolutely great. I have not played a World of Chell game yet, but you know, showing those colors, I can see how that would that could be confusing or you know, kind of misdirecting. Fixed an issue. Did I skip one? No, I didn't. Fix an issue where drop in, or fix an issue in drop in where a player where a user sometimes joined an existing session from matchmaking, it would prevent all users from entering gameplay. I don't really know. I've never really encountered that one. Fix an issue where the game can crash for some users who remain in a 6v6 clubs game once the game has fallen below the minimum number of users. Okay. Fix an intro cutscene issue where in the Pro-Am, I have not played in the Pro-Am, where the crowd would pop into the scene. I've never encountered that, like I said. Fix an issue where unlockable preset goal horns weren't triggering in Pro-Am games. Again, haven't played it yet. Fix an issue where unlockable goal horns did not play when scoring as the away team in 3v3 drop-in. Fix an issue where backing out of the open... Fix an issue where backing out of the matchup screen to the dressing room, then opening the matchmaking setting screen would cause a UI lockup. Okay, so fix another issue there. Fix an issue where goal songs weren't being randomized in drop-in 6v6 or 3v3. Fix an issue where the user may hang after playing a drop-in 3v3 game and return to the dressing room. Okay. What else do we got? Let's scroll down here. We got some more things to cover. Fix an issue where the ESHL logo would remain on the screen during intro NIS. I don't really know if that's a typo or not, but if multiple consoles selected to skip the intro cutscene. Okay. Fix an issue where they cause controls and video and visual settings to be reset after playing Pro-Am games. Okay. Fix an issue where one's reward bags were showing the same bag art even though they were different in content. Alright. So fix an issue where certain camera angles had clipping issues. Okay, I get that part. Add a trophy cutscene in Pro-Am tournament, or for completing Pro-Am tournaments. Added an action tracker and box score to the pause menus within the World of Chell. Polished up animations, and they added a bunch of new jerseys. Now that's it for World of Chell. However, one thing that I kind of skipped through it was a lot of the stuff was just minor. They, seamless, or to fix seams and stuff, and colors and whatever. Like, no one really cares. Like I said, the full version, link in the description. But one thing they didn't add was some players not being able to join into ESHL games through World of Chell. So, can we play yet or no? I guess after the video I will go check. But, I guess you won't find out until later. But they added a bunch of new jerseys. It's great. In the creation zone, they added some more template uniforms. And then gameplay. Here we go. So fix some cases where the AI would not target the puck correctly on poke checks. Okay, I mean, lots of poke check issues there. Fix the case where the AI would get stuck behind the net in threes. Never really encountered that. Improvements made to the AI to divert them away from the net when picking up the puck around their goaltender. Great. So hopefully those improvements will fix it permanently instead of, guys just skating directly at the net to try to pick up the puck and then it hits their goalie and half the time it goes in. Fix some cases where players would divert away from the boards during some breakouts. Okay, so more AI fixes. Improvements made to make the CPU win the faceoff towards a teammate more reliably when there is only one defenseman. Okay, so in cases where it's like a 4-on-3 or something, it fixed some face-off things. Improvements to teammate puck support in board play. So hopefully you actually have support with if you're ever being pinned by the computers or the opposite team. So next one is on defensive skill stick / poke checking. Fix an issue to ensure you won't trip a player when exiting / blending out of a crouch block. Okay, I've definitely encountered that before. Fix some cases where players would get called for tripping while a goaltender is carrying the puck. Don't really know what that exactly means. Fix various cases where defensive skill stick was not going to the location where the right stick was being held before going into defensive skill stick. I think I've had a few issues of that. Next one is general, so some general fixes. Fix some cases where passes off backhand would play a forehand animation unexpectedly. Okay, fix a case where the user would rarely lose control of their player off of a line change. Fixes to face-off formation, so definitely improve there because some of them were kind of awful. Improvements made to increase the consistency. Oh my goodness, the improvements made to increase the consistency of player switching. Hopefully this actually means what it's supposed to mean, because player switching in this game has been atrocious. And not even player switching, but player switching and then trying to pass. Like, it is awful. So hopefully that fixes a lot of the issues that we had before. Fixed cases where goaltender interference was being called even after the goalie was able to fully recover. Okay. Various coach feedback, tuning, and bug fixes. I hate coach feedback in this game and all games because they're just stupid. Various desync fixes. Okay, great. Fix the case where the goaltender would get stuck in the paddle down position. Okay, whatever. Fix the case where a goaltender would temporarily lose the functionality to poke check. Okay. Reduce the dead zone of the left stick, which caused inconsistent movement on precision pushes. Don't really know exactly what that meant, but okay. Various improvements made to puck cover consistency. Okay. Various improvements made to tracking possessed pucks on breakaways. So, more improvements, apparently. Various goalie animation fixes. Now that's another one. Various goalie animation fixes. That doesn't sound like a big thing, but when you have a goaltender literally spin on his pads on a play and do a full 360 and then get back in his position, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So physics, improvements made to prevent scares from being unable to get up when they are knocked down. Okay. Fixing a case where a user would rarely lose control of their player when being knocked down. Did I just read that one? No, it's kind of like the same one though. Improvements made to rebalance, get up, and stumble timings after collision. Okay. Improvements made to a variety of get up animations. Okay, whatever. Alright, so pickups. Now it doesn't say puck pickups, it just says pickups. But various improvements made to pickup animations. Improvements made to puck pickup consistency. Change to make players a bit more aggressive, pivoting towards forward to receive passes. Applied a change to make players slightly more aggressive when they are pivoting to forward to receive a pass. And applied changes to make players not reach as much on loose pucks as they were leaving the player too vulnerable. Okay, so we got some stuff. Improvements made, this is shooting. Improvements to shot blending out of dekes to improve consistency. Okay. Fixers players sometimes turning to shot target more before attempting one-timers. Various shooting animation improvements. So, okay. So just kind of some general improvements all throughout it. And, you know, so far, so good. What do we got next? We got some skating. Remove the ability to backhand toe drag while back skating. Okay. Improvements made vision control more consistent. Various skater and animation fixes. Yeah. And improvements made to skater animations when the player is skating, going in an idle animation from a stop. I don't really understand that. Fixing the issue that was causing the spin around to rotate more than intended. Changes made to Pivot now try to reserve cap space for pending RFAs and UFAs on their roster. So basically they're not going to go sign every superstar players when they already have a good top four and, you know, save it for some other players basically. Alright, here's a big one. Improve salary demands of players to be more in line with the real world. So you mean when they put up, you know, 2 points when they come up in a, you know, 60 games and they want like $9 million right off the start? It just doesn't make sense? Yeah, exactly. Improve defenseman scoring in franchise mode during sims. So I'm guessing that's simulations. More accurate time on ice for European prospects. Updated amateur scouting strengths and weaknesses to reports to reduce the amount of reach weaknesses generated. Yeah, because there was always a lot of reach things and weaknesses. And it's funny when the guy is like 6'3" or something, 6'4", and they had a weakness of reach. Didn't really make sense, but hopefully that will fix that issue. Added a pop-up at the beginning of the preseason to remind users to assign scouts. Now I have gone through this already, and the pop-up is actually useful. However, it's kind of annoying in the same aspect to where it's like my scouting style now is to try to, you know, go, you know, it's kind of strange to understand, but it's not really the best of. Well, I mean, it's good that they added a pop. Yeah, fuck it. It's good that they added a pop-up, but kind of annoying at the same time. Added a pop-up at the beginning of the resign phase to remind the user to resign their scouts. I thought they already did that because they would always say, you know, your scouts are about to expire, you know, so you have to go resign them. So I'm guessing there's just another pop-up. I don't really know. But fixed an issue where the user can hire scouts when they were not allowed to. Okay, didn't really know what happened there. Fixed a crash during expansion mode team creation. Okay, so added player handedness and player type as players search filter options. So okay, great. Fixed an issue where the draft board became unusable after pinning 20-year-old undrafted players who became free agents. Okay. Added a pop-up in the roster move screen that tells a player if the player was claimed off waivers. Added scout depth chart to higher scout screen. Adds team depth charts to region assignment screen. Fixed an issue where overall did not show in the retained salary screen when Fog of War was off. During the preseason, minimum salary cap rules no longer enforced. Okay. Fixed an issue where retired players did not show in the last reports on the retirement screen. Yeah, because usually it would show your team first, but instead it kind of just goes with everyone at the same time. So hopefully, I don't know if that's what they meant or not, but hopefully they fixed that. Fixed an issue where free agents that needed an entry-level contract did not show under the two-way filter. I came across that so many times because I was trying to get prospects, you know, for my team, and you know, it always, you know, the unsigned prospects wouldn't show under the two-way, and it was super annoying because I thought I was doing something wrong. But you know, either way, player style add-on to free agents, or the player style column added to free agent screen. Okay. Fix an issue where the user could not use the players to swap player cards on the make pick screen at the draft. So I guess that's another just kind of quality of life thing that's good. Added functionality to the player card that allows the user to press up and down to navigate pages. Added functionality to the amateur player cards that allowed player to use it. Okay, so that's another good thing. UX improvements, I don't really know what that means. To the assigned scout and select prospect screen, miscellaneous improvements. Improved junior goalies played stats. Okay, so I don't know. Then another big one, probably the last one we'll talk about here today, is online versus. Disabled position lock for competitive versus games. Users can still position lock in co-op / casual games. Thank you, EA. This was huge. Every time my brother and I played online versus, we'd always come across, you know, a team with position locked. There was I think we faced a guy that had 3 people on their team, and their position locked is all the forwards. So it was super annoying. The last thing was uniforms. They added a couple of new uniforms. But that's kind of it for today, guys. If you did enjoy, you know, hit that like button down below. Let me know what you guys' biggest complaints are after this patch or prior to this patch. You know, down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. And as always, guys, we'll see you next time.
Scars on my body so I can take you wherever. Like I want you forever, even when we're not together. Scars on my body, I can look at you and